thank you so much for bringing Taishi. So he's got some, maybe some mobility issues. What are you seeing mostly on
just
him?
Every now and again, he has trouble going up and down the stairs.
When you say going up and down the stairs, does he have equal difficulty going up and down the stairs, or something is more prominent?
It all depends. Sometimes he goes clump, clump, clump down the stairs. And sometimes he goes
okay.
up.
So what's the big clue for me in there is, of course, when they go down the stairs, the load is on the front leg, and when they go up the stairs, the load is on the back leg. So if they're able to do downstairs well, I'm more concerned than the back end is a problem when they go up. So we look up and down and where the load is. So it looks like we may have mixed issues front and back then, because he's got issues there. Okay.
And yet there are days when he just comes down there like
superhero. Yeah, he can do it. So let's have a look at him. I just want to see when he walks how balanced he is in his walk. So we'll walk away from me toward the Texas gate, and then we'll walk toward me, and then we'll do an exam with Miranda. So let's go have a look, buddy.
Come on.
Let's go. So how old is Taishi right
12.
now? Oh, he's 12, yeah. So he was a dog with no name as well, right?
That's
From way
correct.
back, and he's done so well. So I just want to have a look at his forelimbs. So we're going to look at front and back. So for that, Taishi, unfortunately, you have to stand up. So let's go, Taishi. Up we go, and we're going to look at all four legs. And there are three things that I like to look at in terms of mobility issues. Is I like to look at the muscle mass to be if it's even on the two back legs or the two front leg. I want to see if we have what we call conscious proprioception, or proper positioning of the feet, which indicates more maybe a neurological issue. And then finally some ranges of motion. So Miranda is used to that, so we're just going to do a quick assessment of all four legs, and then, hang on sweetheart, and then we're going to go in and do some x-rays. So if I look at the back leg and I do a measurement here, so that's the right hind compared to the left hind. Right hind is bigger than the left hind. Now in terms of positioning, we'll just do this and try to knuckle. He won't. Perfect conscious proprioception, and perfect as well on the left hind. Now in terms of range of motion, I'm supporting him in case he's painful, and then I'm just bringing his leg back, and he brings it back. So let's have, I do everything 3 times. So very gentle, that's it. So that was the right hind. Let's look at the left hind. So it is a bit, his range of motion is diminished, because he should be able to hold his hind leg, like this for quite a bit of time. So it is diminished in both hind legs. We're going to do a couple things here since you want to be here. So range of motion. So we're just going to try, yeah, see, he's not that keen on having his leg. I got to go very gently on the right front. Yeah, he prefers not. So that's on the right front. We have a bit of reduced range of mobility. And I know, Sharon, I think you mentioned his left seemed more sore, right?
Right.
And right now he seems to move his left a little bit, but everything seems to change from day to day. And that's why x-rays will be helpful. So we finished with Taishi's x-rays, and they worked out really well. Unfortunately, Taishi was quite sore. Despite the sedation, painkiller was still sore around the pelvis when we're trying to extend the legs. And actually on x-ray we can find out the reason for that is that we end up with a lot of bone spurs in here. So certainly going forward for Taishi, we're doing some modification. But the points to take home on this is, one is diagnose, diagnose, diagnose. We could see with Taishi from the history and the physical exam, we could have an idea what's happening, but really the x-rays are showing us black and white what's happening, and also gives us a vision of how we can go forward and for the lifestyle of the dog, considering the lameness issues that we have. Number 2 is don't let them hurt. Once we see things like this, like we have big bone spurs in here, and you'll see around the shoulders, we have some osteophytes happening as well. Those are painful, so we need to find ways to make the dog feel very comfortable. And at the end of the day, it's a multimodal approach. It's not one approach that we can say, here are some painkillers, here are some joint supplement. There's so many soft therapies, there's so many things that we need to integrate to make them feel good. X-rays are a good start. In some instances though, we need to go to a CT scan, and in this case we do refer, but we certainly got lots of information on Taishi today, and we have many ways to make Taishi feel great for the next 2 or 3 years, I hope.